Welcome you guys to Chris Wrestling View back again with another video. So I want to start off with the Monday Night Raw review. So Bayley, which was a very interesting thing. Bayley was pretty much talking about how she felt down, how she felt alone, how pretty much overall no one cared for her and how she was treated, how she missed SummerSlam, how she missed WrestleMania, so on and so forth, you guys. But Bayley, she started to close her eyes and she started hearing like pretty much like Randy Orton hear voices in his head. And I was like, man, what is going on here? And she continuously to talk about other things as well, you guys. And so that's when the screen went black and only thing you heard was a ding dong, and then you heard like an evil laugh. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. And I am ready for this Bayley here. And then she opened her eyes back, and then she kept on hearing these voices, you guys. And I feel like this right here for Bayley is definitely gonna help her. I feel like this is definitely be an interesting character for Bayley. And I'm very behind this. But we kick off the show, you guys, with CM Punk coming out to talk about how, he was screwed pretty much. Well, not really screwed, but he was upset that he's, not in front of the people in Canada as a world champion. And he said he's going to win his championship back. And it looks like everybody wants that championship. But I'll talk about later in this video of who else. CM Punk goes back and, say other stuff and all that, and say he's going to break Seth Rollins' legs and stuff like that, you guys. And I was like, wow. So then we get LA Knight to come out there and said that, CM Punk screwed him over in his match last week. He was like, why you can't wait till the match is over with? Why you have to come out, why you have to come out there now, why you had to come out there before the match was even over with. And so looks like these two have a problem with each other. And LA Knight, he's not like a typical babyface. He's kind of like, whoever screws me over, I'm coming after your ass. Is pretty much what he's saying. So we ended up getting where CM Punk and LA Knight start, talking back and forth to each other, and pretty much overall, trying to fight each other. But of course, we hear Paul Heyman's voice come up over the intercom, and he pretty much was saying how he was praising Braun Breaker, how he's praising he was praising everybody, and then he mentioned like Roman Reigns, and then that's when he was about to cry. I was like, what the hell? So it was definitely funny. And then he talked about Bronson Reed was a tribal thief, and what he did to Roman Reigns, and of course Braun Breaker was definitely trying to reach toward Braun Breaker was trying to reach toward CM. But you guys, there was a part where Braun Breaker was telling CM Punk and LA Knight, he was like, you're 40. He said, you're 47. You guys are almost 100 years old. I'll kick your ass. I was like, that was so funny. He was doing like the Steiner math kind of like thing. But we ended up running to backstage with Jackie Redmond, where we seen Jey Uso say that he was out attending family business. During the main event, you guys, which we had Bronson Reed versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker versus LA Knight and CM Punk. Of course, Jey Uso did come out there, and this looked absolutely dominant right here, where Bronson Reed went down for a splash, and of course, you see Braun Breaker kind of did the thing how his dad and Scott Steiner used to like be on each other's back and stuff like that to make the wrestler hurt. But then again, of course, Jey Uso did come out there. And of course, once again, Seth Rollins group ends up laying out everybody. And they get back up and everything. Adam Pearce, as you've seen, he came out there, made a match official for Clash in Paris. CM Punk versus Jey Uso versus LA Knight versus Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Wonder how this match is going to go, you guys. Going to be very interesting to actually see this match. So, yeah, we got, 2-3 weeks or so before this match actually happens. Of course, you can see where these wrestlers started like brawling with each other and everything like that. But yeah, of course, Seth Rollins would curb stomp CM Punk, and just pretty much want him to, realize who the actual real champion is. But of course, you guys, this weekend we got Triple Mania, you guys. So hopefully you guys are ready. Make sure you watch it here on youtube.com. WWE is definitely going to be having it here. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. So I'm definitely going to watch it, you guys, hands down. We did have Dominic Mysterio. He was up there wearing a mask with Liquid Kaiser, a.k.a. a Grande Americano, versus Dragon Lee and... Dang, who was his tag partner? Dragon Lee and somebody else. I can't remember. But Dominic pulled off a incredible thing where he had like the little plate. Oh, it was AJ Styles, excuse me. But anyways, Dominic Mysterio had like the little plate thing, and he put it behind his mask, and that's when you can see him like right there. Because El Grande Americano, Liquid Kaiser, dropped it, you guys, and then Dominic was sitting on the outside. He put in his mask, and AJ Styles got pushed into Dominic, and Dominic headbutts him, and then that's when Liquid Kaiser rolls him up. So who's behind all these new El Grande Americano people? Like you had one medium height one, you had another one, and then you, of course, have Liquid Kaiser. So maybe one of them is like Pete Dunne or something like that. But we end up getting where during the match, we did see where the mask was getting ripped off of Dragon Lee. And I was like, oh, man. I was like, hopefully they don't like pull it off. So something is definitely going to happen this weekend where Dominic Mysterio is going to be fighting for that Mega Championship. Maybe they'll have him to win it. But we'll definitely see. Hopefully, AJ Styles play in some kind of role. This is going to be very interesting. Now, this right here is definitely interesting. We ended up getting the Kabuki Warriors coming out to, try and help Io Sky. But it ended up reversing where Io Sky was defeated by Roxanne Perez. I was like, God damn. I was like, really, WWE? Like, really? Unless you guys are trying to tell a story that we're going to do Auska versus Io Sky, which I am definitely incredible for actually seeing this match right here between the two, because Auska shoved Io Sky, you guys, and I was like, oh man. I was like, this match right here, I would love to see a series of these matches, kind of like how we did Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. I want to see the match with these two right here, and I feel like it should be in Clash of Paris, and I feel like this match should be no disqualification. And but the match did come out at the beginning of earlier during the show, they said, and where Roxanne Perez is going to go 1-on-1 with Io Sky. Now, Io Sky did supposed to face Naomi for the Raw Women's World Championship. Well, the Women's World Championship, but due to Naomi having an injury, WWE said, stay up to date on their website to actually see what's going on. We did see right here where we had the New Day and Grayson Waller pretty much talking about Penta. And Penta, of course, is going to have a match next week against one of them. I can't remember exactly who. But, of course, this right here is, like, weird. Like, you guys ever watch with a little small hat on compared to the big, massive sombrero-looking like hat he had on last week on Raw. So I was like, come on, man. Of course, we did have Rusev versus Canada's own Sami Zayn go 1-on-1 with each other, you guys, and the match was pretty cool until the MFTs, My Family Tree, came out to cost Sami Zayn his match, and of course, all of them was there. So normally Solo doesn't come, you guys, but Solo was there, and I was like, are you serious? And that's where Tangaloa and JC Mateo ended up holding Sami Zayn up, and that's where he got clocked in the face by the big boot of Tala Tonga, Hikuleo, or whatever you want to call him. Of course, that's where you seen Solo Sikoa was holding up the championship, walking back up toward entrance ramp. You can tell Sami Zayn was definitely upset, you guys. So Sami is definitely about to make some war happen with his bloodline. Like, he went to war with bloodline before, you guys, before he became like a part of it. But now he's definitely about to get Solo. So we'll definitely probably see their match at Clash in Paris. They'll probably announce it like next week, I would say. Could be the week after. But anyways, I want them to have get enough build up to this. Of course, we did see Sheamus come after the match where he promised Sami Zayn that he wouldn't interfere in his match or anything like that. And that's where that's where after the match we seen Sheamus come out and just destroy Rusev. So I'm ready to see their next match. It should be at Clash in Paris. It should have a big stipulation to this match, you guys. I feel like these two should fight like in a Hell in a Cell or something like that. Just beat the brakes off each other, or just no disqualification match. But we'll see. Of course, Maxine Dupree would get the disarmor, and she lost her match against Becky Lynch. So of course, we seen once that disarmor was locked in, you guys, there was no way that Maxine was gonna actually reverse it or anything like that, because I feel like Maxine should like go heel. She should get like a new character change. But then again, that's just my thoughts and opinion. Raw was a pretty okay show. Rating on the show, you guys, I would have to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Has some interesting things, but the only two things that interest me the most about the show, which was the thing with Bayley, with her little promo thing she had, and also it was the thing with Auska and Auska and Auska, and definitely ready to see what they're gonna do. So that's gonna be very fantastic to actually see these two go at it. Like, comment, subscribe to Chris Wrestling Reviews, you guys, here on YouTube.com. I appreciate all the love, support you guys are giving me. You guys, road to 100K, you guys. I'm at 77.2K right now. I need the 100K, you guys, just so I can get my first YouTube like, and also do more content, probably do some like reaction videos. But I'll say that for later in my next video, you guys. Got WWE's NXT tonight. Be recording this video this morning at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, you guys, next time, Chris Wrestling Reviews out, and I'll see you guys later.